Hello folks, this is another read with Pendulum, and this is about Princess Diana. Was it accident, or was it fate? We all know the story of Princess Diana's death. She was married to the then Prince Charles and was mother to the next heir to the throne in the United Kingdom and the British Commonwealth. And the breakup and subsequent divorce was very acrimonious, and there was a great deal of manipulations from both sides. But Diana, she eventually made peace with Charles, and they got along much better in their final years as their children grew older. But her untimely death in 1997 was a tragedy in the tunnel in Paris. And there are some very serious questions that need to be answered. And there's a lot of conspiracy theories surrounding this, and hopefully we can clear them up. I have asked some, you might think they're bizarre questions, but you'll see as I go along whether they have any validity or not. We'll find out what the pendulum has to say. Okay. Here we go, let's turn the camera down. We have got Jupiter here, the pyrite again, and that's rose quartz that I sit it on. So we're going to ask some questions about Princess Diana. First question, was Diana pregnant at the time she died? Was Princess Diana pregnant at the time that she died? Was Princess Diana pregnant at the time that she died? Was Princess Diana pregnant at the time she died? And that is a no. North-south is a no. Okay, thank you. So was Dodie, who she was killed with in the car crash and who she was having a relationship with, was Dodie fired a holiday romance for her? In other words, he wasn't particularly special. He was just a man at a summer romance. Was he a summer romance for her? Oh. Was Dodie? Oh, yes. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. She wasn't serious about him. Okay, thank you. I'm going to ask a question about Dodie. It's been rumoured, so I'm going to ask it. Was Dodie Fayed gay? And did he have associations with Diana as a cover so that he wouldn't lose face within his family group because they were Muslims? That's a yes, he was gay. Wow. Okay. I'm going to ask the obvious question. Did Princess Diana know that Dodie was gay or bisexual? Did Princess Diana know that Dodie was gay? Did she suspect? Did Princess Diana know that Dodie was gay, or did she suspect he was gay? It's a maybe. It probably crossed her mind. That's a maybe. It's very small anti-clockwise, but it's a maybe. So Diana had refused security from the royal family. Was she ever actually offered security by the royal family? Was she offered security by the royal family? Look at that. No. She wasn't. She was never offered security by the royal family. Thank you. Okay. Now, please stop. Were the secret services spying on the Fayeds at any secret service? Were they spying on the Fayeds, that is Dodi Fayed's family? And that's a yes. They were. All right, now I'm going to ask another one related. Was the spying on the Fayeds, please stop, there we go. Was the spying on the Fayeds at the behest of the British government? That's a no. See that? That is a no. Getting quite a clear no there as well. Okay, thank you. Was the spying on the Fayeds, please stop, there we go. Was the spying on the Fayeds at the behest of the Egyptian government? So that would be the GIS. That's the Egyptian Secret Service. So the Egyptian Secret Service, there you go, that's a yes. They were spying on the Fayeds. Wow. Okay, please stop. Now, this is quite an important question. Was Princess Diana murdered? Was Princess Diana murdered? Was Princess Diana murdered? North, south? That's a no. A very clear no. Look at that. Very clear. She was not murdered. Okay. Glad to hear it. So that cancels out the question of was Diana murdered by the royal family? She wasn't murdered. Okay. Was Princess Diana the wrong target? Was the driver who was driving that night, this Henri Paul, was he meant to drive somebody else that night? Was the driver Henri Paul, was he meant to drive somebody else that night? Was Princess Diana the wrong target? East, west. That's a yes. That is a yes. That's a yes. Okay, thank you. So was the driver, Henri Paul, was he meant to drive Mohammed Al-Fayed that night? Was the driver Henri Paul meant to drive Mohammed Al-Fayed that night? The night that Diana died. Was he meant to drive Mohammed Al-Fayed? No. Okay. So was the driver Henri Paul meant to drive Dodi Fayed home that night? Was Dodi Fayed the intended target? Oof. Oh my word, that's a yes. That's a yes. He was the intended target. Okay, stop. Oh, now that changes a lot of things, doesn't it? So was the driver, Henri Paul, was his drink spiked by the Egyptian secret services? Was the driver, Henri Paul, was his drink spiked that night that Diana died? Was his drink spiked by the Egyptian secret services? Was Henri Paul, was his drink spiked by the Egyptian secret services? What's going on here? We're getting a yes, I think. Yeah, that's a yes. Yep, it was. Oh, so did Mohammed Fayed have any knowledge of this accident? Had somebody threatened him or tipped him off that that's what would happen if he misstepped in any way? Did the Egyptian secret services tip off Mohammed al-Fayed and say, we're going to punish you one way or another? Oh, wow. Oh, right. They did. They threatened him. Okay, please stop. So the GIS that targeted Dodi Fayed and Diana that night, would they have stopped if they had realised Princess Diana was in the car? Would they have aborted the hit if they had realised Princess Diana was in the car? We're getting the answer. It's a maybe. Anti-clockwise is a maybe. Yeah, maybe they would have. Maybe. Wow, it's a big maybe. Wow. Okay. So did the GIS, this is the Egyptian Secret Services, did they fear the power that Mohammed al-Fayed would have through the marriage of Diana to Dodi? Were they afraid of his power? Because he was a boastful little man. Were they afraid of his power? Did they think he was going to misuse it? There's your answer. The answer is yes. Answer is yes. Was Mohammed al-Fayed a spy for another agency? Did he spy for another government? Had Mohammed al-Fayed spied for another government or another organisation? No. So, was the decision for Diana and Dodi to leave together, was that always the plan? On the night that Diana died, was it always the plan that Dodi and Diana would leave together? Was that always the plan, that they would leave together that night? That's a no. That's a no. Wow. So just to get things really straight here. Oops. Okay. Was Dodi Fayed the real target of spiking Henri Paul's drink? The driver, was Dodi Fayed the real target of spiking Henri Paul's drink? Wow. Yeah. What the hell was it with Dodi Fayed? I'm going to ask another question. I have to rest my hand a while. This is going to sound bizarre, Did Muhammad al-Fayed, Dodi's father, did he order the hit on his own son? Thank God for that. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Did Muhammad al-Fayed, had he trod on somebody in government, in the Egyptian government, had he trod on somebody's toes or threatened somebody within the Egyptian government, and this was the result? It's a small no, but it's a no. Okay, the Egyptian Secret Service. Did they do the hit on Dodi at the behest of another government agency? Did the Egyptian Secret Service do the hit on Dodi via spiking Henri Paul's drink? Did they do that at the behest of another government agency? No. Wow. Wow. That puts a different light on things, doesn't it? That says to me, what we've learnt there is that Diana was not meant to be in the car with Dodi that night, and it was the Egyptian government who probably were quite disgusted with Dodi playing both sides of the fence, and they took him out. But I think it was a punishment against his father for whatever reason, and they just didn't realise that Diana was going to be in the car with him. Wow. Wow. Thank you for watching that. I hope it was illuminating. It's actually really sad. It's shocking as well. And the people who we might have thought were guilty weren't guilty. It was the worst kind of mistaken identity in some respect. They got the wrong victim. What a tragedy. Absolute tragedy. Anyways, I'll leave that with you, and it's hard to say whether you enjoy these things or not, but if you felt you got anything from it or you want to put some more questions in, please do. We'll do it again. Thank you very much. Bye for now.